The ANC in the North West has met with other political parties in the Ditsobeotla local municipality following the resignation of Elizabeth Letokwa as mayor. She left the position just hours after she was elected, with the ANC saying that the move undermines efforts to stabilize the council. The ANC's provincial secretary in the North West is Louis Diremelo, who's joining us now from Brits in the North West. A very good evening to you, sir. Let's talk about what you have termed as a misunderstanding of procedures. Who misunderstood and why? Can you hear me, Mr. Diremelo?
I can hear you now.
I was asking you about the reference you make in your statement where you refer to a misunderstanding of procedures. And what I want to know from you is who has misunderstood, how and why?
Well, it was an honest misunderstanding on our side because of all of us, all political parties. The letter which was written by the MEC was a bit misunderstood in terms of that matter of the acting MM was not on the agenda. And then we believe that now we have found each other. We have resolved those particular issues.
What does found each other mean? Does it mean that the mayor who was sworn in then resigned will come back?
Yes, the mayor has just, fortunately, the letter of the mayor from Patriotic Alliance of resignation was yet to be processed, and then we are happy that the mayor has now withdrawn that particular resignation. So we have a full council, but we're still going to meet with our coalition partners just to discuss and tie up issues in terms of how do we manage this particular coalition so that even there are misunderstandings, there are a bit of this and that, we know how to manage those particular things.
So if the mayor is now going to come back after resigning and you still have other issues that you need to iron out as far as the running of your coalition, how stable a coalition arrangement is it when there's so much unfinished business?
Yes, what we have established is a committee called Political Coalition Management Committee. We believe that in any matter where we have disagreements or anything, everything will be referred to that particular committee so that it must resolve issues. We believe by so doing, and there are the do's and don'ts that we're all going to sign on Friday. We believe that if we do that, we'll be able to manage this coalition and that it must be able to render services to our people until the next elections, where we believe voters must just give one political party a mandate to run council.
In one of the interviews that he gave yesterday, the Patriotic Alliance leader, Gayton McKenzie, said that the ANC basically wanted to put forward the name of a municipal manager without putting forward the candidate's CV. Will you put forward this person's CV then so that council can vet them properly?
Yeah, look, it was done at the level of the MEC's office. Look, it will not be okay if there was a vacuum. What happened is before the establishment of the council, the MEC must actually designate somebody to be there to run the whole council in the meantime once we have established council. So we have just established council, and council now has got the right to call a special council meeting to say the MEC gave us this particular person, here is his CVs, we don't agree with the MEC, we are calling for another acting MM from another municipality or another institution, whilst we are still advertising to fill up the post.
And if the Patriotic Alliance is not satisfied with that candidate, what will the ANC do then? Does that not mean there'll be another collapse of this arrangement?
No, what we have agreed with the Patriotic Alliance is one point that whoever we're going to be deployed as a municipal manager, as a CFO, must be a highly qualified person, must be a skilled person with experience. Therefore, we don't think it will take us back because those are the agreements. So whatever person comes in, he'll be subjected to the laws of this country in terms of the Systems Act, the Structures Act, and all the requirements in terms of the regulations of recruitment of senior managers. Therefore, we believe once we know about what we have put forward in terms of the agreement, in terms of what we want, and we have agreed as both parties. And yes, in our discussion with the Patriotic Alliance, they also agree with us to say whoever comes to be deployed must be able to be a person who's going to change or who's going to assist to change the lives of our people.
Can you then, lastly, assure the people of Ditsobeotla that the ANC and its coalition will not subject them to any further of this the continuing political circus, because it's now dragged on for at least 2 years?
Yes, we hope so. It is not something that, look, I'm not a councillor. We are hoping so. We are just going to be behind our ANC deployed councillors. We are going to try our level best to make sure that our relationship with Patriotic Alliance, not only with Patriotic Alliance, but with the other coalition partners, your African Heart, your Service Delivery Forum, becomes intact. We meet at least once in a month just to check each other to say, are we on course? Just to work each other to say, are we winning this particular war, and what are the challenges? And everything must be held on the table to say, no one of us must come out of that agreement. We should not agree on something and one of us comes out of the agreement because of this and that. We're hoping that we're working with all the partners to make sure that it becomes a very tight, so that we should not disappoint the people of Ditsobeotla.
Thank you very much for your time, sir.